When someone inherits a home, most people assume the hardest part is already behind them. The loss has happened. The paperwork is starting, and it feels like the next step should be straightforward. What almost no one talks about is how easy it is to make costly mistakes during this stage, not because their heirs are careless or unprepared, but because they're trying to make good decisions while they're emotionally exhausted. If you've inherited a home or you're helping a family member who has, I want to walk through the most common mistakes I see heirs make, and more importantly, how you can avoid them before they turn into regret. One of the most common mistakes heirs make is feeling like they need to act quickly before they fully understand what's actually happening. There's often pressure to clean out the house, make repairs, or start talking about selling before anyone has taken the time to understand ownership or authority, timelines, or options. That pressure can feel responsible in the moment, but it usually creates confusion later. The truth is, most inherited homes don't require immediate action. What they require first is clarity. Slowing down long enough to understand the situation doesn't delay progress, it actually protects it. Another mistake I see often is allowing outside voices to steer decisions instead of facts. Friends, extended family members, neighbors, or even online articles can start influencing what heirs think they should do. Someone will say, you should sell right away, while someone else says, don't wait, the market could change. And suddenly the pressure multiplies. Most of this advice isn't tailored to your situation. It's based on someone else's experience, their fear, or assumptions. When too many outside voices get involved too early, clarity gets replaced by noise. This is a big one and is completely understandable. When grief is involved, the house can start to feel like a weight. Every room holds memories. Every decision feels heavy. Selling quickly can feel like a relief, like a way to close a chapter and move forward. But rushing a sale for emotional relief often leads to financial regret later on. Homes get underpriced. Offers are accepted too quickly. Questions go unasked, not because heirs don't care, but because they're tired. Slowing down doesn't mean staying stuck. It means giving yourself enough space to make decisions you won't second guess later. Another common mistake is spending money on repairs, updates, or cleanouts without knowing whether those steps actually make sense. Heirs will often invest time and money into fixing things up before understanding the market, the condition of the home, or what buyers in that area actually value. Sometimes those repairs help, and other times they don't make a meaningful difference at all. Without a plan, money gets spent reactively instead of strategically. And once it's spent, it can't be undone. There's a common belief that moving faster is always the safer option, especially when an inherited property feels like a responsibility hanging over you. In reality, faster isn't always better. Faster often means less information, fewer options, and more stress. A thoughtful timeline allows heirs to understand the full picture and make decisions that align with both financial and emotional goals. Taking time doesn't mean delaying indefinitely. It means moving forward with intention instead of pressure. Avoiding these mistakes start with giving yourself permission to pause. It means asking questions before acting, understanding who has authority, and recognizing the difference between real deadlines and perceived urgency. It also means working with professionals who explain the process clearly instead of rushing you through it. You should feel informed, supported, and clear at each step, not anxious or confused. If you need help, have questions, or want to talk through your situation, you can schedule a call with me or a member on my team using the link in the description. If you're navigating an inherited home right now, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not doing this wrong, and you don't need to rush to prove that you're handling it the right way. This is a significant transition, emotionally and financially. Taking the time to understand your options and move forward thoughtfully isn't a delay, it's a form of protection.